The radio crackled at 3:27 a.m. when Lieutenant Commander Jake Williams heard the words, "No one expected Team Bravo." 6 of the Navy's elite SEALs had vanished in Afghanistan. No signals, no distress calls, no traces. Officially, they were gone. But Williams couldn't accept it, not when one of the names on the list was Petty Officer First Class Maya Rodriguez. Maya was more than the team's medic, she was its heart. At 26, she had saved every soldier who reached her alive. Her drive came from tragedy. Her brother Carlos had died in Iraq, calling for a medic who never came. From that night, Maya vowed she would be the one who always did. Team Bravo's mission was meant to be routine retrieve. Terrorist intel from a mountain compound and extract within 12 hours. Led by Chief Stevens, the team included demolitions expert Danny Walsh, sniper Alex Chen, breacher Marcus Johnson, recon Mike Foster, and Doc Rodriguez. The infiltration was flawless. Guards too few, defenses too light. Maya sensed the trap no one else saw. As they retreated, the ambush came. Stevens and Walsh died instantly. Maya, Chen Johnson, and Foster fought through gunfire into mountain caves, wounded and cut off. Chen's lung collapsed, Johnson's head injury worsened, and Foster's shattered leg began to rot with infection. With minimal supplies and no rescue, Maya became their surgeon medic. And commander by day 2, survival was slipping away. Foster, dying of sepsis, made the choice she couldn't. "Doc, you take them home. That's an order." He handed her his gear and stayed to fight to the end. Maya left that night with Chen and Johnson, dragging them through the dark mountains toward base. Every step haunted by the promise she'd made long ago. Moving only at night, she carried and guided them inch by inch. Chen, barely breathing. Johnson, delirious. Maya, broken-ribbed and half-conscious. They crawled through enemy patrols so close she could smell their cigarettes. By dawn of the 4th day, she was bleeding, dragging both men on makeshift lines, collapsing and rising again until the base guards finally saw her 3 figures crawling out of the desert, where none should have survived. Williams ran to meet her. Maya was barely standing, her left arm useless, her face streaked with blood, but she had kept her word. Chen and Johnson were alive. She collapsed only after confirming they were safe. Maya woke 3 days later in the base hospital. Her ribs were fractured, wrist torn, lungs bruised, but she'd survived. Chen underwent surgeries and recovered fully. Johnson fought through months of rehab, returning to duty with lingering effects. Foster's body was later found in the cave beside 6 enemy combatants. He'd kept his final promise, holding them off so the others could live. The intelligence Maya carried helped prevent 3 terrorist attacks that could have killed hundreds. What began as a doomed mission became one of the most extraordinary rescues in Navy history. The debriefs read like fiction, one woman defying every limit of endurance, refusing to surrender even when logic said she should have died days earlier. Maya received the Navy Cross for heroism. Foster, the Medal of Honor, for his sacrifice. Stevens and Walsh were remembered as heroes. But for Maya, the medals meant less than the moment she walked through the gates dragging her brothers home. That was the victory that mattered, the proof that her promise had been kept. She returned to duty after recovery, serving 3 more deployments before training new SEALs. When recruits asked how she'd done the impossible, she always said the same thing. Heroism isn't about being fearless. It's about doing what's right when every choice could kill you. It's about keeping your word, no matter the cost. The wall at base bears the names of Stevens, Walsh, and Foster, reminders of the price of duty. But Maya's story lives on as proof that sometimes the impossible can happen, that courage and loyalty can defy death itself. She proved the strongest weapon isn't firepower or training, but the refusal to abandon those who depend on you in a world obsessed with limits. Maya Rodriguez became the exception, a soldier who refused to accept defeat, who carried life out of death and turned a tragedy into legend. She didn't just survive, she fulfilled the promise of a lifetime. And because she tried when everyone else gave up, her team came home. Sometimes that's all it takes to change everything.